Hey guys, this is Caleb Kerr. Here to talk to you about my DIY beauty dish that I made. Um, I followed someone else's directions for the most part, so I'm going to provide you a link right here to their directions. They have better directions than I'm going to make. I'm doing mine retroactively. I've already made my dish. I wanted to make it, figure out what I was doing before I looked like an idiot trying to make it on camera. So most of the stuff that I did is similar to theirs. However, there's a couple key things I did differently, and those are things that I want to focus on. So here you will find my beauty dish. It's about 20 inches. You start with a plastic fake terracotta planter from Home Depot. Cheap. This is a gutter, I guess you call it a downspout, bib, adapter, I don't know what you call it. But you just trace the shape of this into the bottom of the terracotta planter, cut it out, trim it up, whatever you have to do, put it through. I didn't use super glue because of the brittleness. I was afraid that it was going to crack if it got banged around. The guy at Home Depot recommended this to me, premium waterproof silicone for sealing showers and all that kind of stuff. He said it would be strong, but it would provide a little bit of give if it got whacked, which he was right. It does provide give, but it actually is popped off here. So that is one major thing that I need to address with this model. However, it's not detrimental. It's not that big of a deal either. So there's a million ways around it. I'll probably try doing some zip tie method. JB Weld, I guess, would be another option. The possibilities are limitless, so don't think that's a big deal. All right, I'll start off here with my mounting system. This is something that I came up with. It's probably overkill, but when it comes to holding my flash, which is a couple $100 from smashing on the concrete, kind of want it to be sturdy. So this is great. It's sturdy. It's got, as you can see, I think it's two 4-inch, quarter-inch diameter bolts. And there's that little metal bar running across the bottom there. So we got the bolts, washers. I was always told to use lots and lots of washers. All right, so here's what we got. I'll put a still in here so you can really see the detail more clearly. It basically goes another support bar so that the plastic is sandwiched between two bars for stability and to hopefully cut down on flex. Washer, lock washer, nut, space, nut, lock washer, washer, another bar, washer, lock washer, nut. Same thing on the other side, of course. This thing in the middle here, this was another 4-inch, quarter-inch, everything on here is quarter-inch bolt. Put a bunch of these on here, torqued them down, and actually put a bunch on this part as well, and then bent it in half by hammering it. Putting some on this bottom part before you bend it is important, otherwise you're going to damage the teeth, or the threads, excuse me. Once it was bent, I just took all these off. I had to drill a hole through the middle of this little bar, and this pretty much is nut, lock washer, washer, neoprene washer, bar, neoprene, washer, lock washer, nut. So I did these neoprene ones because I didn't want it to have any twist, and sure enough, I cranked the crap out of it, and it does not have any twist. That was my biggest concern, was having it be sturdy. I'm very happy with how sturdy it is. I've seen other models of this this beauty dish with like a curved piece of metal, which has like an umbrella bracket and this and that, and those are probably great. This is what I went with, just because I wanted to, and I'm happy with it. Probably spent more on the hardware than I really needed to. Excuse me, but it works. Also with my my model, I wanted to be able to mount into the top of an umbrella bracket. Most of the other ones do not do that. So, as you'll see, bada bing, bada boom, goes in there, twist it down. It's very secure. You can, well, here, I'll show you. So once this is down, what's nice is that it has no rotation inside. You can do whatever you want, spin it, twist it, flip it, not going anywhere. And part of that comes down to this part. I used, these are again 1/4 inch nuts, just to make it thicker, something for it to grab onto, but also they have all these little flat faces, and that gives this the screw inside of this something to really latch onto and grab onto. So, like I said, maybe overkill, but it's worked out great. So, all right, let's see. First things first here. Point of the beauty dish is to have soft, even light with no hot spot. That's where this comes in. I've seen some that have the plastic CD case with the bottom spray painted white. I didn't like it. It's not clean looking, in my opinion. I was wondering about light quality as it passed through. Anyway, so I came up with this. Pretty much what I did was at my local auto parts store, found this mirror, and it actually is perfect for what I needed. It's a 4x5 inch convex mirror. Convex is the important part here. I mounted it onto this 5-inch round piece of sheet aluminum, cut out with my metal snips, for catch light in the eyes of the model's purposes. I wanted to have a round center, not a weird bat-shaped center. And also because I needed to be able to mount the mirror onto something, and this still gave me options for space to put this bolt through. Like that I'm watching The Office in the background. So what this lets me do is it's rigid enough that I can mount it through here. Washers, nuts, you know the whole deal. Lock washer, stick that on. The nice thing about doing it with a nut here is that it's adjustable in terms of how far in or out this is. There's a sweet spot you're going to have to find. If it's too far out, you're going to have a weird bright halo around your model. So just play with it. You'll find the spot that works. But it's great. It's sturdy. It looks clean. Looks nice. So this goes in there. This actually, a big complaint that I have is that the only downspout gutter fitting that I found is big enough to fit my 430 EX2, not my 580. That's something I'd like to remedy in future models of this. But for now, I usually use my 580 in my 3-foot Octobox anyway, so this is plenty for this point. It actually holds it. I think part of the reason that the seal around this is coming off is because of the weight of it. Like I said, I need to address it, but for now it's been working out. If I figure out a better way of doing it, I'll post a reply on here, something like that. If you think of a better way, post something, let me know, because I will be making another one of these, I think, just based on what I learned here. So, and that's pretty much it. That's a beauty dish. Made it. It works. Wasn't hard. It was cheap. And you get some really nice light. I'll post up a picture, overlay it of a portrait I did recently of myself. Happy birthday, America, on July 4th. It's been working out great. I haven't had too much chance to use it, but that time will come. So, all right, guys, thanks for checking this out. Comments, questions, leave them below, and thanks a lot. Peace.